Okay, it's literally seconds after I just filmed last week's video and I'm just going to keep going because I'm in a chatty mood. So hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the trends that I am going to be thrifting for autumn. If you didn't watch last week's video, I talked about the trends that I'm definitely avoiding. So if you kind of want to watch that one first, it might make a bit more sense. But you don't have to. This one might be more productive, but I had fun in the last video. Also, if you do end up watching all of this and you like what I pick and you want to see if I actually end up thrifting it, then follow me on Instagram, TikTok and Lemon8 because I'll probably be posting about whether I thrifted there or like sharing outfit videos and photos on those socials more than this one. Okay, let's get right into it. My first kind of trend that I am definitely thrifting or kind of have thrifted already is ballet flats. And they've kind of been like they've kind of had an explosion, I think, since Copenhagen Fashion Week. Everyone was kind of caught wearing them. So yeah, I think they've just really grown in popularity and now they're going to be like one of the biggest trends of the season. These are the ones that are actually from my sister's ballet days or tap days, I'm not sure, but she had to have these kind of like cute dancer shoes for her dancing days. And I kind of found them in a shoebox the other year when ballet flats kind of had like a little mini resurgence. I say like last spring before that. I dug them out of the box and kind of thought like, yeah, I'm definitely going to wear these, and I didn't, but I'm going to make sure I do this season because the trend is like everywhere and I think everyone's going to be wearing it. I need to figure out how I'm going to style them, so I will probably be trying that out on TikTok if you want to see how that goes. Or I could maybe do a video here of like me actually styling the trends, so let me know if you want that. But the next one, which is such a cute one, I do really like this and I will definitely be trying it soon, is butter yellow. I think this is the nicest hue, but also I feel like it's just kind of a way of bringing summer into autumn. Like we always kind of leave behind all the pretty bright summer colours and always fall onto like neutrals or darks. Like I know I do anyway. My autumn wardrobe is a lot darker than my summer one, but it would be nice to kind of see a lot more vibrant pops of yellow in autumn. And actually from my last video I spoke about this outfit and how I wouldn't be trying the all grey trend that's kind of going around, a grout fit as Vogue is calling it. But I do really like this pop of yellow colour from the bag. And I kind of think like, yeah, butter yellow is going to be everywhere. And it's really nice to just kind of pop into stuff. Like maybe just like a bag, or I'm just trying to think, like even like a scarf, like a woolly scarf I think would be gorgeous in this colour with like a big oversized biker jacket or something. It would just be so nice. Also a slip dress. That would be so cute. I saw someone wearing something like that when I was on Kingsbury the other day. She'd wear this gorgeous like buttery yellow slip dress with like a chunky cream cardigan. Oh my gosh, I was so influenced. So I've kind of been scouring like Thread Up and Vinted and Depop for something like that. Next one is faux fur hats, and I just think this is a really fun trend. Like this would be a great one to tie in for two and get it in butter yellow, because I just think they're so fun, they're so easy to wear. Maybe not for autumn, but definitely for like November, winter time, like encroaching kind of Christmas and the temperatures dropping. Like this at Winter Wonderland would be so cute. Definitely easy to get by thrifting. Just make sure you wash it before you wear it a couple of times, and I probably like air dry it as well. But yeah, definitely thrift it because there's got to be so many out there and you could get a really cool vintage one. I should say these trends are a bit of a mix of like Vogue runway, like online magazines like Grazia, TikTok, also like in real life inspiration that I've seen. So yeah, it's kind of an eclectic mix, and I don't know if they're all going to be as big as each other, but I do know that the next one, red, is going to be like the biggest trend of the season. Everyone's talking about it. And for me, it's kind of a tough one because I went through like a really red phase a couple of years ago, and I had like a bag and a dress and a and shoes and stuff, and I think I overmaxed it, and now I really don't like bright red, which is it's kind of like a cherry red that's going to be trending this season. So I don't know if I'll be like taking in the cherry red, but I think that sort of darker tones are also going to be trending just as much, and that's definitely something I'm interested in thrifting or like buying into. Like my nails, I love them. I did them myself, so they're kind of chipping. I need to redo them or get them done or whatever. But like this kind of red, I think is so nice and really easy to pair with like because my autumn wardrobe is quite muted, and I feel like a darker red would tie in really nicely to that in a way that the cherry red might stick out too much for me. Some people might really like it, and I think like, yeah, a pop of colour is always really nice. And I'll probably dig out my bright red bag. I think that's stood the test of time versus my shoes are probably dog-eared and thrown away by now. But yeah, I don't think I'll be buying anything bright red or cherry red this season. Probably buying into like a more muted version. Next is heavy metal hardware. I think this kind of goes with like the biker boot trend that I spoke about last week, saying I wasn't going to go into that one. But this kind of like metal hardware, I do really like this look, and I've just bought an eyelet belt from Vinted for I think it was £6. I literally bought it as soon as I saw it because it's really cool, and I just think it's a really easy trend to kind of hop on and kind of thrift really cheaply. So if you're looking to like be a bit trendy this season, but you don't really want to go all out, buying accessories is always the easiest way to sort of be on trend without giving too much effort. And metal hardware is everywhere. Like you'll be able to do so much with it. Like I'm kind of excited to layer it over this tartan dress I have coming, which I'm really excited to show you guys. Also, I've just bought cowboy boots, which I have kind of put on my socials, but I'll pop a picture here. And I think pairing a hardware, like tough hardware, with cowboy boots is just a really cool look, and maybe sandwiching it with like a really feminine dress, like a slip dress or something, I think would be gorgeous. So I'm excited for that, and I need to find a slip dress. I want kind of like a vintage one, in a really like feminine colour, so then yeah, you can kind of like toughen it out with leather and it won't look too grungy. Yeah, that's just kind of what I'm planning to style this trend as, but there's so many different inspiration options. As always, there's some kind of trends that don't go away with autumn, so it's kind of like, I like to call it like the Rory Gilmore season in my mind. I watched Gilmore Girls, I think for the first time last year, immediately became obsessed, and I'm waiting for like when the weather changes to rewatch it again, because I just love getting into the mood of a season with media. Like I'm also holding out to read a couple of scary books in my TBR list until like autumn, Halloween, because I love consuming media that feels like the weather outside. Probably a lot of people do, I don't know, or maybe people don't think about it that much, but for me it's such a treat. But yeah, this trend is very Rory Gilmore coded, like cable knit sweaters, like argyle sweaters and sweater vests. They're never going out of style, so technically I guess not trend, but you will just be seeing them everywhere. Like everyone has a great knitted sweater that they bring out in autumn. And I'm kind of excited this year to style them with some sort of like mini skirt kind of look, but then also cowboy boots. So like kind of playing with different proportions on the top and bottom, going like chunky boots, chunky sweater, but then like a really slim mini skirt. I think would be great. But also I do kind of like an oversized everywhere look. I love drowning in fabric sometimes, especially when it's cold outside. So I'll probably also be styling it with like oversized bottoms. Like I've got a big black slip skirt, which I'm very excited to just wear all year round, to be honest. So I'll probably be trying it with that too. This next trend is my favorite. I'm obsessed. It's like dark indigo denim. And it's this reference photo specifically, but I've also seen it in so many other ways, and I think for me, I have gone through a real phase in my life where I've only really liked light denim. Like I have a lot of like sky blue, jeans and jean shorts and skirts, and I have like white denim a lot, but I don't know why. I used to have some as a kid, some like darker denim, but I obviously grew out of it and I didn't buy back into it. And I think as a whole, really, like dark denim's kind of been out for a bit, but it's back and I love it. I love it. I just think the colour of the denim is just gorgeous. And I'm really excited to get sort of like high-waisted, wide leg jeans, but also I have seen people get like jorts and then an oversized denim jacket and wear like it with like a white plissé top, and I just think like the best look ever. Or even just like, I don't know, you can really pair it with anything on top, like as long as it's kind of like lighter, I feel, than the denim, and it would just look great because it's like a sandwich. Like I love matching denim, and that is actually the next trend, is denim on denim. I've always kind of loved this trend. I have like a black denim jacket, like cropped, and denim trousers that I wore once I was interviewing a band in uni. So I kind of interviewed them, and then our team, we all kind of went to the show afterwards, and I just remember being in this like sweaty, cool, like dark bar and kind of watching this like underground band perform, and I just felt so cool in my like double denim, you know. You just kind of feel like rocker chick. I'd say it's probably one of the easiest trends for the season. Like if you're going to try any, I would try this. If you're not feeling adventurous, I would go matching denim. But if you want to step it even one step further, I would go like mismatching the denim colours and play around with it. Play around with, you know, matching the denim with different fabrics as well. Like I think, again, plissé would look great with denim because it's so light and feminine, and denim's so like hard and masculine. So playing with that kind of texture change would be really nice. Okay, the next trend I have just dubbed a long white t-shirt dress and a sweater vest. And it's a great name, I know. There's no real other, it's very what it says on the tin. But I've just seen this on Instagram a couple of times already and I love it. I think it's such an easy look, but it's so put together. Like you immediately look like a fashion girly, you know? This woman here is styling it with boots, and I love that, and I love that I can easily do that. I think the only thing I don't have is a white shirt dress, but I was gonna get that anyway. It's kind of been on my list to buy for ages, so yeah, I think I'll definitely be like actively looking for that, and then I'll recreate this look. And I feel like it's a very like wardrobe staple look. Like a lot of people will have a shirt dress or like a long shirt that they can pair like a mini skirt under. They'll probably have a sweater vest, and they'll probably have a pair of chunky boots. Like it's quite an easy one to make up with what you already own. So yeah, if you kind of want to look trendy again, but you don't want to necessarily buy loads or thrift loads, I think try this one, try the hardware one, try the double denim one. Yeah. The last one, and again, this is one that I've already bought into, so obviously I'm quite partial, but it's like a leather blazer. I picked up, I'll go show you, I'll go grab it. I picked up this gorgeous, it's kind of crumpled, so I need to like maybe steam it, ready for autumn, but I picked up this gorgeous green blazer from the thrift store last winter, and I don't know, I wasn't even looking for it, but you know when you see something in the thrift store and you're like, yeah, I have to have that. That's how I felt about this leather blazer, and it's just my luck that it's kind of coming back into trend now. I mean, I'd be wearing it regardless if it was on trend or not, because I just love the colour, I love the texture, I love how versatile it is. Like pair it under a slip dress like this girl's done here, and again you've kind of got that mix of feminine and masculine, and it just looks so put together. But also you can just throw it on over like whatever you're wearing and it will probably look good, because the leather, I feel like leather just makes you instantly more put together. And especially like coloured leather, I think is instantly like fashion girly. And I think this would be a really good one to wear, like tie in with the other trend of like red or yellow. Obviously I love my green one and it's perfect for spring, but yeah, if you can like double up on some of these trends, it's great. And obviously you're buying less, and you're consuming less. I think kind of one of the biggest sort of trends for me encapsulated, and this is like irregardless of like actual pieces, it's more like an overarching theme, is like the clash of feminine and masculine. Like so many of the photos I've referenced have got this kind of war going on, or like kind of like a sandwiching effect. It's kind of like the wrong shoe theory, but for coats. Like you see this slip dress, you would normally not think like, oh, I'm going to pair this with something really heavy, really like masculine, but it works with the leather jacket. It would work with like leather boots and stuff. And I feel like that sort of just overarching theme is really coming through this autumn. So probably you could find another way to do that with what you already have in your wardrobe. Maybe like really big bulky cargo trousers, but then like a tiny little like bralette going out top, you know, and then obviously that's not quite autumnish, so you'd have to like, you know, warm it up a bit, but I think you'd be on trend regardless. And that's the end of the video. I had so much fun kind of coming up with, doing all the research, but coming up with the reasons why I was or wasn't going to be thrifting a trend, and thinking about, even if like trying to be impartial about it, like saying like, oh, this is objectively cool, maybe it's not for me, but yeah, obviously it's a really personal thing in your own wardrobe, so you're probably not going to agree with all of these. You're probably going to say like, no, that doesn't make sense, or like, I'll definitely be wearing that, and I love that. If we all look the same, it would be so boring. But for me, these are the trends that I will be wearing this year. As I said, follow me on the other platforms if you want to see exactly what pieces I get and how I style them, because I probably won't be doing that on here. Maybe, if you guys want it. Also, I'm going to be going to Paris in a couple of days from when this video comes out, so I'll be doing a Paris vlog soon, and more like Paris-y content there, so I'm really excited for that, and I hope you guys are too. Anyway, have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!